Whoo boy. When I say this first episode of House of the Dragon, oh my goodness! What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Michael Jermaine Dowdy, and I am here for a episode review of the House of Dragons. Whoo! This episode is a hard watch. Very, very hard. This series is going to be bloody. So in the first episode, it mainly stars, I would say, three main people. It stars Molly Alcock as Princess Rhaenyra, Matt Smith as Daemon Targaryen, and Paddy Considine as King Viserys. And forgive me for these names. These names are very God of Throne-y. But basically, it starts off with King Viserys. And he is basically without an heir to the throne. I don't know why, but everyone in this episode is so hype about you need an heir. You need an heir. Where's your heir? And his wife is pregnant this whole time, and everyone is hoping that she is pregnant with a baby boy, so that baby one day can become heir. But yet, he's kind of neglecting his, 13, 14-year-old daughter who's been around this whole time, but yet he's looking for an heir. Basically, this whole episode is about who is going to be the next in line to claim the Iron Throne. Is it going to be his newborn, who they're all hoping that's going to be a boy? Or we have another character, King Viserys' brother, Prince Daemon. I'm hyped for Prince Daemon. Prince Daemon is a beast. He's not the strongest, but they say something about, they say this one word throughout this whole series. This whole episode about Prince Daemon. He's ambitious. That's the number one word they always use for him. His ambition. They always talk about his ambition. He's not the strongest. He may not be the smartest. But he's ambitious. And you can just tell, you can get that sense, especially of him with this big behind dragon at the end. You can just tell him and his dragon are going to unleash hell. And I mean fiery, flaming, brimstone hell. With a name like Prince Daemon, he's going to do some demonizing, crazy, torturous things. And as far as King Viserys, he's very selfish. I'm not a father myself, but it's some things he does in this episode that's very telling of who he is. There's only one episode, and I'm like, this dude is a low-key cornball, man. Low-key cornball. I can't even get down with you, dude. So my expectations for this episode was very open. I wasn't sure how much story was going to be told, how much history was going to be given, but I'm pretty much satisfied, and I pretty much understand what's happening. It's not one of those things where I'm confused. I will say some of the names throw me off. I had to put the subtitles on there because I'm like, I can't keep up with all the old English talk. If you're like me, you can't really keep up. Put the subtitles on, read a little bit. It will help you a long way. So there is a few things I like about this episode. The production of it is very high. The cinematography is great. The actors, everyone does an amazing job. I love it. You can tell there's some good directing in this whole entire episode. The CGI is pretty good right now. I don't think it's as good as the Game of Thrones CGI as far as the dragons, but the CGI is very, I'm cool with it. I can't wait to see what else is going to happen in the rest of the series. As far as negatives, I don't really have that many negatives. I mean, everyone, I don't know if it's just me, but everyone that's a Targaryen reminds me of Vigo from Ghostbusters. I don't know why, but it's kind of funny. Other negatives, I can't really think of anything. I would say one thing I don't like is, and this is minor, but one thing I don't like is Rhaenyra's lace front. I mean, she turned to the side and you could look like she got a bagel in the back of her head. I don't really understand. Everything is like high quality, and then she turned to the side, she looked like a darn alien from the back. And I'm like, what is under that wig? You can see something from the back. Like she got like bagel stuffing in the back of her wig. And I'm like, what is this? This long head wig. Like, what is this? I know her head ain't that long from the back. I'm like, what the heck is this? But other than that, besides the wig trauma, there's nothing else I can really complain about this. Oh, and also I would say that it's too many names. I would say that that is a problem. When there's too many names, there's too many things I have to basically catch on to. Like the names, like there's a lot of the Viserys, Rhaenyra. There's a lot of names and a lot of characters too. This first episode gave me a lot of expectations. I'm really interested to see what Prince Daemon will do. And you can already tell there's going to be a lot of blood on his hands. There's going to be a lot of just so much going to happen with this guy. I'm interested to see what Rhaenyra is going to be about. Is she going to be good? Is she going to be bad? Who knows? But I'm curious to see what happens and how they deal with her. Overall, it was amazing. I think it was amazing. If I had to give this a rating, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's great. I think this is a great episode and a great way to start off this whole series. And you already know we're probably going to get 8 seasons just like how we did Game of Thrones. Hopefully this series isn't a waste of an 8-year run. We already know Game of Thrones, that last season was blasphemous. But hopefully this isn't the same case with the House of the Dragons. I'm excited for it. Great episode. Let me know what you guys think. Who is your favorite character? Who do you have a lot of expectations for? Prince Daemon, I got a lot of expectations for him. He might just be my favorite. Let me know what you guys think. Until then, see you next time.